today I'm really happy to be the bad guy's evaluator, so I suppose I'm also the bad girl to be the bad guy's evaluator. Okay, today Daniel brought his C7 speech with the topic memory. And as you know, in C7, we are supposed to research a topic. From C1 to C10, we will learn a lot of techniques, useful techniques when delivering your speech. But besides the techniques is very important, but most important is the content of your speech. So the C7 project is to help you research the materials you are going to put into your content. And that's why C7 is that important. And in C7, when we work on the content of your speech, in order to give a more effective speech, we would need materials, different kinds of materials to support your point. And today, Daniel brought us the topic, memory. And as a junior in physical therapy, I believe this topic suits him very, very well. It was like taking a biology class, right? And a very important point in C7 is that you have to always make it as easy as possible, because nothing counts unless your audience knows it. And I believe today Daniel used some tips to let us understand his speech more. Like he put on words before he came up to give out his speech. Those difficult words. If Daniel didn't put it on the board, I believe a lot of us won't know what he was talking about. And besides that, today, Daniel also had a very well-organized structure in his speech. Okay. First, he told us what is memory, and then how memory is processed. I believe a lot of us won't know how memory is processed unless we saw the chart he drew on the board. And then, after how it is processed, he mentioned about the serious damage or what could go wrong with your memory. And at last, he told us some tips to strengthen your memory. That was very well-mannered, and it was easily understood by the audience, I believe. But there are some things that Daniel can improve in his speech, like today, I love your confidence on stage, I love your topic, and I love your gesture and your body language. But there's something that's very important, that your vocal variety today. Daniel didn't use the microphone, but he was giving his speech in a very, very soft way. I believe gentle way. But that, I don't know if the people sitting in the back could really hear what Daniel was talking about. And also, speaking in a gentle way, like today, the content of your speech is general facts, is biology facts. And speaking in a very gentle way and mentioning only the facts maybe would let your audience feel distant. Because today you didn't have a lot of your self-experience blend into your speech. And that is also hard for you to have vocal variety, because it's hard for us to show your emotion when you're talking about something that doesn't really have close relationship with you. So maybe I would suggest that maybe next time you could say, like, perhaps for a short-term memory, it's like remembering a friend's phone, a friend you just know, remembering his or her phone. But you would easily forget it. But if it's remembering a girl you like, the phone of a girl you like, then it will be easier for you to rehearse, and put the short-term memory to let it become a long-term memory. Some examples like this would help your audience to know, and also would help yourself to develop a curve in your tone. So that is something you can work on. And then, okay, and remember that when you are facing the board, try to finish your work, try to finish writing, and then turn back to the audience and start talking again, because your voice will go that way if you face that way. And last but not least, just like you mentioned today, that our memory tends to record the lovely things in our life. And so next time, I hope that when you're delivering your CA speech, the audience could all see your smile, because that is something we would like to keep in our mind. So back to general evaluation.